So I feel like I've been in my new house now. There have been enough tours, but I waited to do this one as I've cooked enough meals, hopefully. This is my smart home tech tour, kitchen edition. So there are surprisingly way more smart home tech pieces, way more gadgets in a place traditionally meant for food than I thought. So I'm gonna break this episode down into material choices / design. That's like number one. Number two is like big appliances, smart home tech pieces. And the third, smaller little gadgets that make my life way easier in the kitchen. So first off for design, if you haven't seen any of my smart home tours before, you probably know that my house is filled with a lot of natural light. So the big one is obviously the windows, which you see on the corner. That spans the entire width of both the kitchen into the living room into, I guess, like the TV area. All of this is open concept. The second material being white oak, which you kind of see in the floors, as well as a lot of the cabinetry. So I went with a two-tone look. You can see kind of up top, we have white oak panels, and then switching between that, we have whites on the very top, as well as white cabinetry on the bottom. That wraps around all of the cabinets along this end of the wall. So it's fairly neutral and timeless because I wanted the big focus to be, like I said, these big windows, which you see a lot of nature. We actually have someone installing irrigation right now in the backyard. So hopefully with the look of this entire place, all of these windows kind of stack open. And once the backyard is finally done, like it's the middle of summer right now, so you can see we are pretty much in amongst the trees. So a lot of grass, a lot of trees, a lot of nature. I want that to be the focus. And the third option, which you can probably tell within a kitchen, so this is the stone. So this is a natural stone. It's a stone called quartzite. So it is technically porous. We do have it sealed, but it does bring in some of the concrete that we have around the rest of the house. Some of the veining is really nice with the whites and hints of orange, which you obviously know that I love. And my favorite design aspect of the entire island is how long it is. So I think this is close to like 22 feet. It's a long island. We've got one little split in the middle, and even the backsplash on this side. Really happy with how things turned out. And I would say the last design feature, if we actually go back to the end of the island coming off of this way, so you'll see that in a lot of my house there is a lot of like curvature. That's more so from like the exterior. Some interior elements have kind of covered that, and then once again the white oak slatted panels to kind of tie everything in. I feel like the entire design came out just right. Pretty minimal to my liking. Nothing was, too trendy. I guess maybe some of these fluted stuff is pretty trending right now, but the main focus won't still take away from, what's going on the outside, especially when these leaves start changing color when it's, full summer. That's my favorite part. Say like I'm eating a meal, cooking dinner, which is not too often to look outside. So that is design. So next off, the actual smart home tech stuff. So surprisingly enough, all of our appliances, so we partnered with Monogram on this. So we have 4 different main appliances. So we're gonna start off with this way. I'll show you guys this little nook first. So this is a double wall oven. And what's actually cool, I've worked with Monogram in the past. I actually shot an ad campaign for them when I was in New York City. Was looking pretty fresh, to be honest. And I'm pretty familiar with their different lineups they have. So this is their minimalist collection. Once again, it felt like it fit the aesthetic of my place, like very clean lines, not a lot of handles. A lot of this stuff is just push to open. Once again, kind of keeping that very minimal. Most of the finishes are stainless steel, edge to edge glass. Almost reminds me of the space that I'm in tech, a lot of these smartphone interfaces, but they actually have some smart features hidden behind. So I have actually left this sticker on, which now, I guess like for this video, I can technically take off. So when I first set this up, I was able to sign up all my appliances to the Monogram kitchen app. It's called Smart HQ, and full disclaimer, I am not the main cook in the kitchen, but when I do dabble, it's great because I can actually look at different recipes. I can see and attempt to cook things that are way outside of my comfort zone. I can literally just follow along step by step, but on the weekend, for example, we had steak and fries. I literally just stuck those in. I cooked the steak up, pan fried it, and had the fries inside of here. You can set both the upper and the lower as different heating options. Kat takes full advantage of that when she is cooking up a storm. But the most useful smart feature for this is, say like I'm rushing home and I want to preheat the oven, say I'm gonna throw something in, I can just go within the app. I can literally set that from my phone, and now the oven is preheating, and by the time I'm home in like say 15-20 minutes, I can just put whatever I'm cooking into the oven. So it's great that I don't have to wait the 20 minutes. So that's the double wall oven. And then here we have the rest of our appliances, which are actually integrated, which essentially means they look like cabinets. So once again, both from Monogram. These are floor to ceiling fridge and freezer combo. I maybe should have thought about this. If we do a quick little what's in my fridge, unscripted, you can see this stuff is very real. Like we've got fruit, we've got a lot of Kira's food, we've got leftovers from the other day, eggs, there's stuff in here. Like freezer, frozen berries, smoothies, a couple bars of ice cream, if you know, you know, and breast milk. You can tell that I've got a child. But what I really like about these, they are full height, and that's something that I'm typically not used to. I have had fridges before where they have the freezer in the bottom, but we have dedicated spots for both. And with a growing family, obviously you need all the space. These aren't as smart as other fridges, but the sacrifice for that is having them super clean, integrated into the built-in cabinetry. I've seen other fridges that have, you know, like little look screens, you can scroll through them. You typically never use that. Those always collect fingerprints. I think this looks a lot cleaner. Once again, minimalist collection handles in stainless steel for the super clean look. Something that a lot of people haven't seen. So this is the favorite area of the kitchen. This is a little hidden pantry. So when you kind of see the rest of the kitchen, you might think, oh, you don't use it. It's, you know, too clean. That's because most of the stuff is now hidden in this little walk-in pantry. This is where I've got all my snacks. We've got some formula for Kira as an example. We've got my all-time favorite box, which if Kira eats this one day, I'm gonna get really upset. I have a custom 1 of 1 Karl's Lucky Charms box, which I got on a campaign working with Lucky Charms. This box does not exist anywhere else, so that will stay there. Dope, fruit, rice, protein powders. Yeah, we live in here. So that is the little hidden pantry, which I think is really cool. So coming around to this way, we actually have our little microwave here. And what I really focused on when I was designing this place was to keep a lot of the both like tech and appliances hidden in case they weren't built in. So as an example, a lot of people, you know, typically use like a microwave, just heat something up. And if you are standing like where you guys are, you don't see any of that messiness. That's kind of all out of sight, out of mind. That was the same thought process for the hidden pantry, just to keep things a bit cleaner, a bit, once again, more on the minimal side. Moving on to this way, we have our range. So once again, also for Monogram, minimalist collection with the stainless steel. And what I really like about some of these details, for example, these little knurled knobs, we chose to go for gas burners. These are all made of brass with some knurling, a very like high-end premium feel and look to them. If you've followed me for long enough, you know that I'm a big fan of all things like analog, tactile, very similar to say like some Porsche knobs, which yeah, feel very nice in the hand. I know touch screens are cool and all, but just having something tactile, and you can see we went for gas burners. So a 6 gas burner stove. That was a request from Kat. One little cool thing, which if you ever build your own kitchen, once again, a request from Kat to have a pot filler. So that was her choice. I wouldn't have picked that otherwise, but in stainless steel to kind of match. And the last appliance, little towel, and this is our dishwasher, and you can see which just ran a cycle, and literally all of Kira's bibs, which once you get a kid, they use a bib every single meal, literally. Most of the time this dishwasher is running with her stuff because she's a bit of a messy eater. If we can get her on video eating a meal at the end of this, that would be great. But once again, connected to the app, surprisingly, the dishwasher is probably the most used appliance. Like this thing is literally running 2 cycles a day with, yeah, mealtime. She's a baby. That is go figure. But yeah, those are all of the appliances. Really happy with their performance. I mentioned, use these daily. We are a family that likes to eat together. I'm not someone that does a lot of takeout. I think it's really important to spend that quality time as life gets super, super busy. If you can just manage to have, you know, one at least meal together, I think that's really nice to just connect over food, especially like feeding Kira. It's like one of my favorite things to do on the daily. It's just that special time, and having appliances that actually work. It's surprisingly how many times I've, you know, turned on the oven just using my app, how many times I've run a dishwasher, so we have clean stuff to use when we are ready. So those have been great. But next on to the rest of the stuff in the kitchen, maybe some of the smaller accessories or things like I mentioned, for example, like the pot filler. We actually partnered with Growy on a lot of the hardware, so it matches the stainless steel look. This has been great. Kat literally swears by it when she fills pots for say like pasta. But even say this faucet, once again from Growy, I love the minimal look of everything, and to kind of like turn on the water, it's just one little tap. You can control the temperature with this little knob, once again knurled, and the same thing for the amount of water that you want to come out. Still very usable, but isn't as bulky, doesn't have all the extra little handles that most other faucets would have. This is a little upgrade that I think everyone can make, and it's super easy, but something as simple as this guy. So this is a little soap dispenser. So this is from a company called Simple Human. I wouldn't say that that's necessarily like smart, but there is technically a little sensor in here that dispenses your soap, so you don't actually have to press on something. And then if you want, just quickly wash your hands. There's a second piece that I actually have. So Link, he actually has his own little food place right here. So once again, from Simple Human, this is just a little like dog food bin. He keeps all of his food in here. And since we live in a house now, there are, little pests that you have to deal with. This actually closes completely shut, little airtight seal. So the smell of his food doesn't go throughout the house. Can we get Link here? Link, you're on cue, you're on camera. We might have to get him with a little treat, just chilling. Link, you're on cue, buddy. He's sunbathing. If we can get Link to catch on cam. Okay, ready? Up. Okay, 0 for 1. Up. Oh man, 0 for 2, Link. You gotta show the people what you can do. Okay, sit. Up. 0 for 3, Link. Up. All right, 1 for 4. You gotta show people that you can actually give a paw. Okay, paw, sit. Paw, paw. Can I get a kiss? Can I get a kiss? Kiss. Okay, you're a good boy. And yeah, that is Link's little smart home tech accessory. Doesn't seem too interested. So the next area, I call this the little appliance nook. So here I actually make my morning coffee. We've got a couple plugged in things right here so we can go through them quickly. So this is the Meraki espresso machine. I won't lie to anyone, this is my first espresso machine. I'm someone that used to just use the classic Nespresso pod. So I have slowly over the past couple months been learning how to make espresso, good coffee, some good latte art. I'm still pretty bad, but I've slowly been getting better. What I actually like about this, it is completely modular. I'm no expert in how this thing works, but it has like a separate little bean grinder. So as an example, I can grind some beans, just set that to auto, 17 grams, 18 grams. And I won't say that I'm like a coffee snob, but I did just pick up some beans when I was in London for Galaxy Unpacked with Samsung. So that's something nice I like to collect when I travel. In this cabinet here, I actually do have this cool collection of water bottles. We've got an Apple Fitness one. We've got like one from Snapdragon, like all these tech companies, NVIDIA, man, Audi. I think that's pretty cool, all tech related, but just water bottles. I'm gonna show some B-roll of my latte art because I'm nervous about getting that on camera. But we have Kira's little bottle warmer. That is a baby smart accessory. So if your baby needs more milk, I cannot swear by this thing enough. Just off of Amazon, I've got this little cable management box, once again from Amazon, talking cable management in a kitchen. That is a thing, obviously just like a little toaster, but that is a smart little nook that I like. More plants that I got as housewarming gifts. I just like to spend every morning in this nook making breakfast, usually just toasting toast, bagels, whatever, making my morning coffee and making Kira's milk, which is some multitasking, but a cool little thing. I've been collecting little home stuff. So I picked up this little set actually from Japan, which a lot of this kitchen has. So this cute little soy sauce dispenser, cute little ceramic thing, once again in orange. I've been collecting a lot of things in my kitchen from Japan. So as an example, you guys don't actually have to watch this, but if you're interested, I found this dope little Japanese ceramic store that I hand carried. Abby was actually with me while I bought these. So these plates, as an example, Japan is known for their ceramics. So I picked all these plates and even these matte black forks, knives, spoons. I'm a big flatware nerd. I can talk for hours about how nice a spoon, fork, or knife fits in your hand, but I will show B-roll of everything that I picked up from Japan. It's cool when you travel around and then you get to interact with that thing, when you're eating with it, when you're using it. It's something that you use daily. This little Japanese knife, as an example, another thing that I picked up in Tokyo from one of the many knife stores that they have. Just cool things that I like to use, maybe collect. So one little cool thing, actually check it out. We're getting our irrigation system. So all of our sprinklers are getting pulled in. So that's the new line, which is cool. Unrelated. But if you've seen my older condo tours, I brought over my bar stools, but this last little tech accessory from Toras, this is actually kind of cool. It has a retractable USB-C cable. Because from everything that I mentioned, I like things hidden. So when that cable isn't in use, it is just retracted. So it just has less cables, less clutter that I have to worry about. So it's nice that it's all hidden. But that is, I guess, like the kitchen tour. If you want any info around like the lights, around any of the other design, let me know. For example, we talked about my love for Japan. All of these tiles, all of this ceramic stuff is straight from Japan, which I think is cool, which has tied everything in. And if you actually take like 10 steps back, I mentioned the kitchen connects fully to the living room, to the TV area, which I've all done separate tours for. So if you want to see those, once again, linked up this way. Everything is super open concept, which is nice. But I will say one thing which I have noticed, living here, using it, your kid takes over. It is almost impossible to keep everything as tidy, clean, and neat as you want. So, this is Kira's little high chair. It actually ties in, kind of tried to match that with our like dining set, which is cool. But yeah, wanted to live in this place for the last couple months to show you that I actually use it. Some cool little additions, some great little smart tech accessories that have fit in, the appliances that are all connected. But it's a cool place that you can still integrate tech, but most importantly, it's just that quality time that you end up spending with your family. Peace.